Aloha friends! Aloha just means hello in Hawaii. We are starting a brand new Hawaiian themed series called Ohana. And this series is all about what God wants for our families and how we can be a part of His, because Ohana means family. We're going to start by talking about how no family is perfect. But we are also going to start, before we do that, by playing a fun game. Let's go! All right, guys, great job. Now it's time to hula on into our Bible story. This is a story about the first family that God made, and it's in the book of Genesis, the first book of the Bible. God made the first family when He created the first man named Adam and the first woman named Eve. When God created people, He knew they didn't need to be alone, so God put Adam and Eve together in a garden called Eden. At first, their family was perfect. What do you guys think it was like having a perfect family? I'm sure all of you guys know, since you do all of these things. No fighting with one another, everyone shared, they were kind to one another, they got along, everything was great. Well, that's truly what it was probably like between Adam and Eve. They were a perfect family until one day they decided to disobey. Does anyone know what they did to disobey? That's right, they ate from the one and only tree God told them not to eat from. When they disobeyed God, everything changed. They couldn't be friends with Him anymore, and their lives became hard. Even being a family was hard now. Even though their family was not perfect anymore, God still loved Adam and gave him 2 sons. Their names were Cain and Abel. Does anyone have a brother in their family? I have 2 older brothers in mine. So when these brothers grew up, they took on jobs. Cain became a farmer and Abel became a shepherd. So when we have jobs, we usually earn money. And when we earn money, we're supposed to give the first part of what we earn to church as a gift to God, or it's also called a tithe. But Cain and Abel, they didn't make money, so they were just supposed to bring the best part of what they did have and give it to God. Cain gathered some of the food he had grown to give to God, but it wasn't the best of his crops. But Abel, he brought some of his best newborn sheep and gave those to God. How do you guys think God felt about Abel's gift since Abel brought his best sheep? God cared about the thoughts and the efforts of this brother that he had put into his gift. Abel thought about what God wanted and made a real sacrifice by giving him his best sheep. So God was very pleased with Abel's gift. But Cain didn't bring his best. This made Cain very jealous of his brother. Have you ever been jealous of someone in your family? I know I have, and it's very hard. Sometimes we want what others have, but God knows that we can do wrong things when we feel this way. So when God saw that Cain was feeling jealous, God warned him about the anger he was feeling. He also reminded him that he had not done the right thing and that his sin would control him and make him do wrong things if he did not control it and make right choices again. But sadly, Cain let sin take over his heart. He did not choose to ask God to help him do the right thing. You know what he did do? He asked his brother to go to a field. And while they were there, Cain attacked Abel. What do you think this did to their family? I'm sure it hurt their family, made them sad, and caused many more problems. Cain's disobedience not only hurt himself, but it hurt his family too. He could no longer grow crops, and he had to leave his home. Cain was sad that he had to go, but God promised to protect him from anyone that would want to harm him. Why do you guys think God still took care of Cain after he had disobeyed? That's because God promised to protect Cain, because he still loved Cain, even though he wasn't perfect. Boys and girls, God knows that all of us are going to do wrong things from time to time, and that when we do, it can hurt our families even. But the truth is that God still loves us even though no one or no family is perfect. So before we tune off for the day, we are going to learn a brand new memory verse to go along with this Ohana series. You can read it along with me on the screen and try to learn the motions to help you learn the memory verse. We're going to do it slow so you guys can repeat after me or say it with me. Love each other as brothers and sisters and honor others more than you do yourself. Romans 12:10. What a great verse. Great job learning it. And you can practice it at home. So you can work on memorizing it, and then we'll practice again next week too. All right, guys, aloha. Did you guys know aloha means both hello and goodbye in Hawaii? Isn't that cool? So aloha. I will see you next week for Ohana week number 2.